Oh Lord, so on December 4th of 2015, Chirac will finally be here. And let me say this. When I first heard about this movie by Spike Lee, I was so happy. I said, wow, Spike Lee is back. He's doing a movie that could potentially help to change some things for the better, maybe open some people's eyes and whatnot. I mean, it's a very important film. Rather, the concept is important, but the execution, from what I've seen so far, is so freaking poor. Have you ever seen a movie trailer and said to yourself, man, I gotta see that movie? Then when you see it, you're disappointed because the movie was so incredibly bad. You said, wow, it's like two different movies. And within the 2 or 3 minutes or however long the movie trailer was, they seemingly stuck all of the good footage from a hour, hour and a half, 2 hour, 2.5 hour, 3 hour, however long of a movie it is. They crammed all of that good footage into one little clip, and everything else was just like basically garbage. Well, this damn Chirac trailer that I posted on my blog, you can click the link below, see for yourself. When I tell you that the whole damn trailer was absolutely garbage. I mean, there wasn't one good thing about it. There was some music playing in the background that appeared to be Nick Cannon rapping about why he calls the city Chirac as opposed to Chicago. And when I say it was just some of the worst shit I've ever heard in my life. Or was he talking? I don't know whether he was talking or rapping, because nowadays, people were mumbling and that's considered to be rapping or singing. So I don't know whether I was listening to talking or rapping, but it was terrible. It was an abortion to my ears, as I like to say when I hear some really whack music. Well, the trailer was also an abortion to my eyes. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, it was like a Blaxploitation film. You had these sassy black sisters. But basically, from what I've seen, what the movie is about is Wesley Snipes appears to be a blood leader, a leader of the Bloods gang, or some other sort of People's Nation red flag gang, and Nick Cannon appears to be from the Folk Nation and some sort of like Crip leader or something like that. And the sassy black sisters get really militant on some, like, instead of Black Panthers, some black pussy shit, and decide to do a damn sex strike. And they're not going to sleep with the men because they're killing each other, and that's supposed to make them stop. And I've always wished that something like that would happen in real life. Because at the end of the day, these men that are out here killing each other are doing it so that they can get the women. But then I realized something about black women, which is that black women will never collectively put a dick-proof vest on their penis fly traps. And the reason why is because a lot of black women are necrophiliacs. They have a fetish for death and destruction. That's why they're attracted to the TV shows that they watch, the nasty foods that they eat, and death and destruction comes out of their mouths. That's why they're attracted to the men they're attracted to. So-called bad boys. Society will still call them a good girl. But that's a lie, because like attracts like. It's the law of attraction, and bad people are attracted to bad people. So these women who are attracted to the gangs, the drug dealers and stuff like that, are bad people. And these women who are attracted to these men who are killing each other, and these men who are dying and going to jail and getting raped in the ass and whatnot, they think that these young black men dying is proof that they're a god. Not the men, but the women. This is proof of their godhood, because they can get away with murder, basically, because that's what they're doing. A lot of these men who are dying in the streets are only dying because some woman set them up, or somehow, some way, it all leads back to the black woman. These men wouldn't be doing it. Listen, everything a man does in his daily routine is to attract women, including getting money. Men don't get women to get money unless you're selling them or something. But men get money to get women. Some men even wash their ass pretty much to attract women. Otherwise, they'll be walking around black for real. They wouldn't even wash their own ass if it wasn't going to help them attract women. They brush their teeth to attract women. They get up and go to work in the morning, get money to attract women. They learn how to cook so that they can get a woman. They'll buy that fancy suit so that women will look at them. So they get women. Everything comes back to trying to get women, trying to get women's attention. Because men feel like they have to. See, a woman could roll out of bed, not do her hair, come outside with coal in her eye, stink breath, hair unkept, with a robe on, and some slippers that are coming off in the bottom. She could come out looking like a crackhead and still pull 10 dudes. Men don't give a fuck. Men are accepting of whatever. Women, on the other hand, you have to do this and do that. You have to do all sorts of things. They have all sorts of requirements. Even the ugliest, brokest, and dumbest woman has all these requirements. Men, on the other hand, men's standards are pretty low in America for now until things change, which I hope they do. And that's why I make the videos that I make, because I want men to up their standards. Because I'm tired of men having those standards, which leads to people killing each other, just like in Chirac. But anyways, my whole point is this. That sort of thing, women going on a sex strike collectively, like enough of them for it to make an actual difference, won't ever happen. You see, because when black bitches go on sex strikes, they just go and find a white man to fuck. That's their form of a sex strike. Is I'm not fucking you ninjas anymore. Even if they go and get a white boy who's violent. At least it isn't a black one. You know? Because white people were given the benefit of the doubt, or black people were given the doubt of the benefit. So no matter what he does, he can always say, well, at the end of the day, I'm still white. I'm still right. And black people, on the other hand, it's like, you know, we're all looked at as Chirac savages, so-called. And the only thing this movie is going to do is cause more harm than good. And you might say, well, how can I say that? The reason why the movie is going to cause more harm than good is it's not going to help shit. Except for make Spike Lee a tiny bit richer. And it's going to make people laugh, I guess. Laugh at that stupid ass movie. Because it looks like a Blaxploitation film. Even the way that they talk, they're talking that jive turkey shit from like the 70s. It's embarrassing. Even the way that some people were dressed in the movie. It's like, who the hell were their advisors? Who produced this bullshit? You know, who was sitting there like, yeah, we're going to have this look and we're going to do this. It looks fucking terrible. It's a mess. He needs to scrap that shit, not ruin his legacy. No one would ever believe that the dude who made Malcolm X made Chirac. It's really that bad. Just from a 2-minute and some odd second clip, I'm telling you, this shit right here just might be career damaging to Spike Lee. He really played himself with this. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. I don't know what the fuck he was drinking. I don't know what the fuck he was smoking. Not that I'm accusing him of drinking or smoking anything. I'm just saying, you know, figures of speech. I don't mean he was literally doing shit. I don't want that motherfucker suing me. But I'm just saying, shit is el terrible. Garbage. Basura. Shit is trash. I would have never in my life thought that the dude who made fucking Malcolm X would make this Mr. Do the Right Thing and all them other hits, all them classics that Spike Lee made. I would never have thought he would make some garbage like this. This right here looks like something not even like a film student would make. It's worse than that. It's like something that somebody who's on YouTube who has no experience making a movie. It's like my first movie where they just threw a bunch of shit together. It's oh my God, it's one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. And as far as films are concerned, I mean, this might be up there with the little bit that I saw of that that old movie, Gay Ninjas in Outer Space, but with the ER. Yeah, that's a real movie. Go look it up. Gay Ninjas in Outer Space. Go look it up on YouTube. It's on YouTube and IMDb. They might even sell it on Amazon. Just look it up on Google or whatever. You'll find it. I saw a little bit of that, and actually, I think this is worse. But anyways, shout out to Spike Lee. He's still a legend as of right now. And on December 4th of 2015, Chirac will be here, and somebody needs to throw up the master CD or tape or whatever, reel or whatever they put movies on nowadays, and just shoot that shit up. Just shoot the master footage, and it should never see the light of day. The only thing we should be left with is the remnants of the movie, which is this stupid ass trailer. And I hope it doesn't have any other trailers, because it was that bad that the 2 minutes and some odd seconds need to just be the legacy of the movie. Like, oh yeah, we made this commercial, but we didn't really actually make a movie. We were just fucking with you. This is all a joke. It's April Fool's. I know it's November and the movie's supposed to come out in September of 2015, but hey, fuck it. We have an early April Fool's for 2016. That's what they need to be saying to us. And I just had one more thing to say before I turn this damn microphone off. I hate the fact that they're portraying the black women in the movie, at least from what I saw, crying and whatnot, like, oh, they're the victims and we got to feel sorry for these psychic vampires who thrive off of negative energy. Because I mean, it really just bothers me, the simple fact that they're, at least from what I saw, they're not pointing out the fact that all of this shit comes back to the women. You know, if you're from the hood, you probably know somebody who got killed because of some big mouth woman. We got dudes fighting and killing each other literally just to impress some woman, just to protect her ego. They'll say it's to protect her. No, to protect her ego. Black women will look for a reason to fight just so that you can prove your loyalty, your bravery, and your slavery. To prove that you are her servant. To prove that you will give your life for her. And then when you're dead or in jail, she'll just go on to fuck somebody else. So you coons can do whatever you want. You stupid black men who never learn and whatnot. And I'm not saying you need to go out there and get some white woman and that's the answer. Because I don't want these black women to hear me saying this and then get offended and be like, dude, you're an asshole. You know, you're promoting interracial relationships and whatnot. And just, listen, I'm not saying that the answer is to go get it with a white woman. I'm just saying to pick a better woman. This is why I'm marrying a Japanese woman. You see, the Japanese woman would never have a man fight over her for her ego. A Japanese woman would just throw up the peace sign and say, shin shin. But this is all my opinion. Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more. By the way, if you're a black chick and you're offended by this, fuck you. No, seriously, all jokes aside. If you see this and you say to yourself, that's pretty fucked up. He thinks really bad stuff about black women. I'm just speaking about the people who are doing this stuff and the people who are accessories, like the women who have friends who do stuff like this and they continue to be friends with trash because you're no better than them because birds of a feather flock together. So if you're not like this and none of your friends are like this, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking about you. By the way, you might be wondering, why is there a picture of Lala Anthony on the screen? The reason why is because she's one of the stars in the movie and she's fine as fuck. So yeah, shout out to Lala Anthony. I mean, I'm going to watch the movie just because Lala's in it, but that's just me. She may not be Japanese, but she has a Japanese mentality. Long live Lala. Anyways, let me know what you think about it all below. Meat Magazine. Shin shin.